All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Fully clothed on my deck here in St. Thomas. Full moon blasting right there. It's absolutely amazing. And here you are, joining my live stream. I will be lighting up this cigar. This is a Espinosa Habano. I've yet to have this. This was highly recommended from one of the people that I trust at the local cigar bar. He gives me good recommendations, so I'm excited to try this. But first, I got to remove this decoration at the bottom. Simpler to say than to do. It's tight, okay. There's that. Then I've got to cut the cigar to make sure I can smoke from it. This is a straight cut of the cigar. And then we light it. There we go. Got the torch. There we go. Not perfect, but decent light. Now, tonight I'm finally going to be answering questions that people have posed to me from tombeal.com/how. So listen, I'm not the expert on everything, but I turned 52 years old this Sunday, and my life has been a unique conundrum, experiment, and journey, to say the least. Oh shit, that page just blew off. These are the pages of the printout from the questions. So I just realized I will put the water on top of it to prevent pages from blowing away. See, you live and you learn. And one of the things I learned in the Marine Corps, in my 52-year-old journey, there was a 4-year period where I was active duty United States Marine Corps, January 1993 to January 1997. And yeah, I learned a lot. And the most important thing I learned from that was improvise, adapt, and overcome. Plans never go to plan. And it's up to you to improvise, adapt, and overcome accordingly each and every moment of your journey. So I see some people are joining here. Go ahead and hit me up in the comments. Let me know that you're here. Say, Tom, I'm here. Hopefully I'm looking and I see your comment, but welcome to this live stream. And I hope that it will be highly valuable to you this evening as I enjoy a cigar on the deck here in St. Thomas, United States Virgin Islands, enjoying the amazing full moon above my head here. And answering pages of questions from people that went to tombeal.com/how. TOMBEAL.com/how. So let me know if you're here. Love to see you. Make your comments, but I'll be diving into that here shortly. But here we go. It's going to be a fun evening. By the way, I leave here tomorrow to go back to South Florida. I'll be flying into Fort Lauderdale, renting a car at FLL, Fort Lauderdale International Airport, driving to Boca Raton, Florida, and staying with Mike and Michelle Filsaime in Boca Raton, as well as reconnecting with many old friends, because that's where I lived for the last 12 to 13 years. So it's going to be a fun journey, and it's also going to be my 52nd birthday. This wasn't planned. This actually happened yesterday. And I decided, you know what, it's time to book a trip. And I'm going to go from Wednesday to Wednesday. So I'm going to be in Boca Raton, Florida. So I'll see some old friends, and I'll reach out to some old friends to let them know that I'll be in town. We'll have some reconnection. I've got a few goals to accomplish while I'm there, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Wow. Yeah, I like this stick. Espinosa Habano. Like I said, this was not something I normally smoke. actually my first time smoking it. And I've gotten to know the people that work at the cigar bar, and they kind of know the cigars that I like. And he's like, yo, I think you'll really like this. I enjoyed this from start to finish. So here I'm trying it, the Espinosa Habano, and I'm already enjoying it. It's very good. So thank you, Jerry, for the recommendation. Jerry works at the Pelican here in St. Thomas, the local cigar bar, and it's a cigar bar and hookah place. So page number 1 flew off down the deck, so I don't have the name of the person, but I do have some questions here. Let's see what we got here. Nothing with that one. Here we got Kathy asked a question. Let's just say here. Kathy has a question. And let me know if you have questions here. I'll be happy to answer them as well. All right, Kathy has a good question here. But it's literally about the interesting economic times that we're in. If you haven't noticed, contrary to mass media saying this is the best economic times ever, there's a challenge of, look, the bills are higher. What can I do to generate some more income? So Kathy says she's anxious about my financial future. I went through significant financial drama during the 2000s, left its mark. Looking forward to the day I can leave my job in corporate America and want to be on my terms, not somebody else's. I don't have a large financial nest egg to retire on, even though the clock is ticking, and it scares me. So what Kathy shares is not just unique to Kathy. This is a phenomenon that's occurring across not just the U.S., but the world. Like, this is not Shangri-La. This is not a time where everyone, contrary to what the mass media says, is thriving and succeeding. This is an interesting times to where you got to think outside the box. What can I do to generate some more income? What can I do to put some effort forward that can produce some results to my financial situation? Right? So the answer is not a one-size-fits-all. It's unique to each and every one of us. What are your skills? I like to break it down into 3 things: your personality, your experience, and your perspective. Those 3 things separate you from everyone else in your particular niche, in your particular profession. Your personality, your experience, and your perspective. Those 3 things separate you from everyone else. So how and where can you shine? Be yourself, fully and unapologetically. That's another one of my statements. I am me, F you. Be you, fully and unapologetically. How can you step up with your unique personality, experience, and perspective to shine as yourself, fully and unapologetically, to separate yourself from the rest of the field? And how can you create an irresistible offer that will share your personality, experience, and perspective in 9 words? 9 words are: tell your story, share your results, and sell your system. You might have to gain clarity on each of those 3 words of each of the 9-word sentence. Tell your story, share your results, sell your system. I first learned that from Michael Littman and Jason Oman way back in like 2001 era. And those 9 words have really rang true. The future is bright in these shades, my friend. Kurt, so good to see you here, my friend. I hope to see you in Orlando soon. And if you don't know, I'm working with Ron Douglas and Onyx Singal in an amazing event called WebinarCon. So go to webinarcon.com and join us in Orlando, November 11th through 13th. It's the 5th year we've done it, and it's amazing each and every year. But Kurt, it's always good to see you, always good to cross paths. I hope your family is doing amazing, which I'm sure it is. But as you can hear here in St. Thomas, the animals, I don't know specifically what are making the noises, but I know there's frogs involved, there's some insects involved. I'm not sure what those particular insects are, but it's very beautiful. I really enjoy it. I can hear it from my bedroom and definitely hear it on the deck. So Kathy's question, I have a whole bunch of questions here from these printouts of the people that ask questions at tombeal.com/how. And Kathy was like, listen, how can I generate more income? So circling back to that, it's like, listen, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, you have your unique personality, experience, and perspective. You have your story, your results, and your system. You combine those two. How can you step up and be you fully and unapologetically, sharing your message to the world with your unique personality, experience, and perspective, and how you can tie in telling your story, sharing your results, and selling your system. And I could break this down a little bit more, and I will. I remember sitting in a room when I was in the Marine Corps in Yuma, Arizona, at a church, and there's a dude there who had one leg. He got his leg chopped off in a boating accident, and he was one of the few, actually the only at the time, I don't know if there's any since then, but in 1996, he was the only person who had climbed these high mountains with one leg, right? So he had that tragic accident. He lived through it. He didn't become the victim and say, well, I guess with one leg I can't do anything. He evolved to saying, you know what? It is what it is. I want to go climb these mountains. And he did. And he broke records. And I'm no mountain climber, but I know there's 3 particular mountains, maybe 5, that he climbed. And he's the only person with one leg to climb those. And so fast forward. So I'm sitting in the back of the church with my arms crossed. And I literally said to myself, well, it's easy for him because he's got one leg. I don't have a story. So in the 9 words, tell your story, share your results, and sell your system, I'm telling my personal story. I didn't think I had a story. I was like, well, it's easy for him because he's got one leg. He had the boating accident. He lost his leg as a child. And, so I'm not him. I don't have a story. Now, let's pause for a second. At that moment, in 1996, here's my story. I was born to teenagers, 17-year-old mother, 19-year-old father, raised around 4 divorces and 6 marriages as a child, went to 9 different schools by 8th grade, in 2 states, upstate New York and near Charlotte, Winston-Salem area in North Carolina. Had been the honor man out of boot camp, United States Marine Corps, honor man out of my MOS school in El Paso, Texas, Hawk Missile Systems operator, meritoriously promoted out of boot camp, out of my MOS school, and much, much more. But I'm sharing that to say, with all that being said, I didn't think I had a story. So I'm sharing that with you to put it in perspective. When you hear those 9 words, tell your story, share your results, sell your system, you may think, well, shit, Tom, you got a great story. I don't have a story. Well, I thought I didn't have a story. When I heard the dude that had one leg climbed all those mountains, I thought he had a story, but I didn't. You have your unique story, which also incorporates your unique personality, experience, and perspective. And oh, by the way, I see lots of comments about the shades. I don't look at my phone or my computer unless I have these on. And these, by the way, this is during the day. This is 1 hour before you go to sleep. These are clip-ons. If you go to tombeal.com, tombeal.com/glasses, that's where you'll see these. This is the circadian rhythm. This prepares me to not get influenced by the blue light mechanisms, the control that blue light has on purpose, and B, also keeps me in my circadian rhythm. So these are for 1 hour before I go to sleep. So I don't understand all the science behind it, but I know that it works. It's helped me and many other friends that I've introduced it to. So go check it out. There's videos there. TomBeal.com/glasses. I see Jim. Love the shades. It was great seeing you in St. Thomas. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So that's my answer to Kathy, who recognized, look, how and what can I do to increase some revenue, some profits to me and my family. So review that, go back. If you're just joining, rewind and watch it later, but that's how I will answer that. And there's more. These are the questions that were asked at tombeal.com/how. Let me see if there's anything here. Okay, there's that. Good. Now we got some more. Let's see what we got here. From Susan. Okay, Susan says she's learning a lot. Developing clarity. Clarity. Susan mentions clarity. Clarity is key. Go to quiverofclarity.com. Quiverofclarity.com is one of my sites, and it teaches my Quiver of Clarity training, which, just to give you a preface, there were 2 events that I held with another guru in the island of Tenerife, and that's outside of Spain. It's got a volcano on the damn island and stuff. It's super cool, island of Tenerife. But the first one was a $25,000 investment. There were 12 people that paid for that. After the Quiver of Clarity training from the other guru and myself, we asked the group of 12 people who paid 25,000 euro each. At the time, this is going back a while, 10 years maybe. It was about 30,000 US dollars for each person. And there were 12 of them in the room. All 12 said this training was worth their investment. That's at quiverofclarity.com. Quiver, Q-U-I-V-E-R, of clarity.com. Go there, watch that, and you're welcome. Okay? And that was from this question here from, who was this? Susan. So Susan, you mentioned clarity. Clarity is key. There's a quote that says, without clarity, or actually no, the quote is, lack of clarity is the root of all failure. Lack of clarity is the root of all failure. I love seeing the comments here. Comment if you're here watching. I love seeing the comments. All right. All right, I'm looking at some more statements and questions here. Cool. Very nice. Listen, from reading these, like, so there's a lot of questions at tombeal.com/how. And the last one was mentioning, I guess the theme is, what do I do, right? And the answer is, trust your discernment. What's mine to do to get from where I am to where I want to be? And it really boils back to clarity. And if we really think about it, what does Uber need? It needs to know where you are and where you're looking to go. So you need to gain that clarity of, where am I in my health, in my relationships, in my finances, and where am I looking to go in my health, in my relationships, in my finances, and specifically for key aspects in that dynamic, right? Get down to the specific, and you can get more details at quiverofclarity.com. So the real answer is, once you have clarity, it's just a matter of taking one step after the next with consistency, day in, day out, one step after the next. You will make massive progress. Damien, what's up, brother? This cigar is an Espinosa Habano. And I shared at the beginning, I've met some people here that work at the local cigar bar, the Pelican Cigar and Hookah Bar. And they said, look, Tom, I tried this. I think you'll really enjoy this. So it's called Espinosa Habano. This is my first time smoking it. and I'm really enjoying it. It's pretty damn good. I like it a lot. I have some cigars I do on a regular basis, but this is the first time doing this, and this is going to be added to my favorite. I love testing out. I met someone at the cigar bar months ago. He owns a portable, not a portable, it's a trailer that he shows up at big events, and it's an amazing cigar bar. And he shared this with me. He's like, Tom, a lot of people ask me, what's your favorite cigar? And I tell them my next one. And he loves exploring different cigars, as do I. So I have certain tastes. I don't like the flavored ones. I don't like a lot of people that like the flavored ones and stuff. I more like the natural, right? So this is an Espinosa Habano. All right, so back to some questions. Lisa asked some good questions here. Hey, listen, just restarting my entire life. Lisa, welcome to the club, right? I'm here from a restart of my life. And I did the math on it, and I haven't really broken it down to every single one, but this is like my 8th restart. 8th restart. I'm 52 years old this Sunday, and this is my 8th restart. So I'm sharing that not to brag. Like, I'd rather not restart. I'd rather continue on that trajectory, but stuff happens, right? Stuff happens. Relationships, financial situations, personal health situations. Life has its twists and turns, right? So wherever you are on the journey, don't feel that everyone else has it made and I'm the only one that is having these difficulties. Listen, the moment we don't have problems and challenges is the moment we're dead and buried, in my personal opinion. Being alive as a human comes with challenges, comes with difficulties, comes with next level. Think of the movie, not the movie, the daggum video game, Mario, like Mario Kart, Mario Brothers. Next level, next level, next level. You don't stay at the same level when you master it. You get bumped to the next level. And guess what? The next level brings to it and brings to you additional challenges and additional, holy crap, how do I figure this out? So we're here in this game of life, and there's going to be continually up-leveling every single day, every single week. And you just have to do your best in the moment and continually say, okay, here's where I am. Here's where I'm looking to go. Make sure you have that clarity and take one step after the next with consistency, and you'll be good. All right, so let me see if other questions. These are questions people ask at tombeal.com/how. If you want to go ask your question, feel free. Go to tombeal.com/how. TOMBEAL.com/HOW. All right, so often feel unstuck. Yes, common feeling. Very cool. Illness, yes. Listen, like I said, we're either just coming out of difficulties, we're in a difficulty right now, or there's a difficulty coming right around the corner. And listen, I mean, Damian Zamora was here a second ago checking in. Listen, man, my heart ripped out a couple years ago when his daughter passed away at a young age. And I wasn't even able to talk about it without breaking down crying for many years. Right? So listen, and I worked with Jim Kelly, Hall of Fame quarterback from the Buffalo Bills. 4 Super Bowls in a row. 1991, 91, 92, 93, 94. And his son Hunter died. When we had a corporation, Kelly Media Incorporated, we shut it down when his son died. Like, listen, no level of success eliminates you from challenges, from difficulties. As a matter of fact, it's true, more money, more problems. The rap song isn't just a rap song. That's true. More money, more problems. So we're either just coming out of a big problem, health, relationships, or finances. We're in a big problem right now, health, relationships, or finances, or there's one right around the corner. That's life, ladies and gentlemen. And you just got to knuckle up. You just got to, listen, I'm going to stand tall, lick the wounds when needed, and keep moving forward. Damien's here. I'm here, man. I love you. I love you too, brother. And I'm excited. We got actually big promotion coming up with Damien, and he's doing some great things. So, Damien, I'm super excited. Honored to be your friend over these years. As I mentioned, I couldn't even speak about your daughter's passing for years without just breaking down and crying. And to see how you and Nikki persevered through that, share that love with the community, touches my heart in great ways. So thank you. Matt Gill in the house. Gilla Monster in the house. What's up? Jim Bunker. Love that. Tom's dropping the life lessons. Yes, love it, man. Yes. And by the way, I'm just going through some questions here. People ask at tombeal.com/how. TOMBEAL.com/how. Renee is here. Damien is a real deal. Holyfield. Absolutely. Damien, man, you and Nikki, just love you like family, man. So super excited. And we got some good things coming up in this upcoming week. Gila Monster, love you like family too. Everyone here. Jim Bunker, Damien, Matt, Renee. Yeah, this is family right here. And listen, we're in this human family. Like the way I break it down, like listen, my body, your body has trillions of cells in it. And we got the forearm cells and the thigh cells and the face, the cheek cells. And I don't like seeing the cheek cells fighting with the thigh cells. Like we're past this. Come on, y'all. Like, come on. We're all part of the human body. Here's the breakdown. All right, I'm going to give the breakdown. Any group of people, you name the group, fans of different teams, race, religion, countries, no matter what the label is of this group of people, here's the way that I see it. 80% of the people are just good people, good hearts. They care about people. They're not looking to harm anybody. Just good people doing their thing. Honorable, respectable, men and women of their word. 80% of people, whatever group you name. And then 8% of those people are better than good. Like those are the good people. 8% are better than good. They go the extra mile. Like you can count on them. They're there for you all the time. And then 2% of people are absolutely amazing. They are the epitome of just being a human being. You look up to them, you respect them, you're like, damn, those people are amazing. And conversely, there's 8% of people, 8% in my opinion, that don't have the kind heart, right? They aren't out looking for the best interest of everybody. They're out for themselves. They're not out for everyone else. They're looking for themselves. 8% of the people. And then 2% of people are the pieces of shit. Psychopaths, sociopaths, 2% of people. Now the difficulty is, I was born in 72. I'm going to be 52 years old this Sunday. And we have doubled in population since I was born. So that 2% of sociopaths and psychopaths is double. If the population doubled, 2%. Still is 2%, but it's double the amount of sociopaths and psychopaths. But it's also double the amount of amazing people, the 2%. So just follow with me. And this is on the parameter of the 80-20 rule. But any label you can put on, any label you can put on a group of people. And by the way, I got this because I was in the Marine Corps, and someone, not just one, but many people said, oh man, I'd hire a Marine in a second. I said, whoa, hold your horses. 80% of the Marines are good. 8% are better than good. 2% are amazing. 8% not so good heart. Like 8%, they didn't join up for the right reasons. They don't have that heart that 80, 90% of people do. And 2% are sociopaths and psychopaths. Period. Any group of people, I challenge you, that's my breakdown of humanity. No matter what you label anybody as, that's how I break it down. All right? So there we go. Renee, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Happy belated birthday next Monday, Tom. Yes, thank you, Damien. Tom Beal is a real deal. Thank you, Renee. Appreciate that. Love you, brother Beal. Thank you, Matt. Love you too. Renee, God bless you, my brother. Yes, God bless you too, Renee. So listen, I got more questions to answer here. A whole stack. I don't know if I'm going to get through all this. I got to get to sleep. I fly to Boca in the early morning. I leave the house at 7:15 a.m. So let's see what I can find here. So we got Mark. Mark asks, okay, Mark's got some good stuff going. Okay. Checklist, training. Okay, gotcha. All right, Mark. So it circles back to what I said earlier. listen, so no matter where you are on this journey, it really boils back to clarity. Where am I and where am I looking to go? In my health, in my relationships, in my finances. And guess what? It's not all going to be perfect. It's not all going to be rainbows and sunshine in your health, relationships, and finances. Like I said, we're either coming out of a difficult situation, we're in one right now, or there's one coming around the corner. And until we're dead and buried, that's just how life is. So you come to terms with that and you expect plans to not go to plan. Expect circumstances to pop out of nowhere and be like, what the heck? How do I get through this? Because that's what leveling up is. This is the game similar to Mario Kart, game of life. And you want to be continually leveling up. You don't want to stay at the same spot. Trust your discernment, your heart, mind and heart, and your gut. Like a lot of people, there's studies that show that your gut is like your second brain, right? Trust your discernment, trust your heart, trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, step back and reevaluate. Like, let me take a closer look at this, right? And when you know where you are and where you're going, just like Uber, one turn at a time, you'll get there. You know, just trust. One step at a time. One day at a time, you'll get there. Let me puff this a little bit before it goes out. Been talking a little bit. All right, so that was all in response to Mark. Jodine, what we got? Jodine, wow. Jodine lives in Namibia. Damn, that's cool. Okay, she posted some things here. And you'll find like the questions. There's numerous questions I ask at tombeal.com/how. But she makes a good statement here. I want to make a sale within 30 days. Right? That's a good goal to have. And I would bring it back to ask you to consider asking this question. Where is my next sale coming from? Where is my next sale coming from? And there's a couple of realities that strike you with this. Do I have a place where people can purchase my products and services? Do I have offers that they can take advantage of? If the answer is no, I would have you consider thinking of, John Reese said, the marketer with the most offers wins. The marketer with the most irresistible offers wins. If you don't have an irresistible offer yet, I would have you consider creating one. From your unique personality, experience, and perspective, telling your story, sharing your results, selling your system, where is your unique offer? Where can people go to say, yes, I want that. Here's my credit card. I'm looking forward to receiving it. So, who was that? Jodine? Yeah, Jodine. I want to make a sale within 30 days. I would ask you to consider, where is my next sale coming from? That's a question that if you don't have an offer, you can't expect sales, right? Where is my offer? Is it irresistible? How can I make it more irresistible? And put that perspective and put that question to your mind. Where is my next sale coming from? If you have a funnel and you have people in that funnel that raise their hands and say, yeah, I'm interested in this. You're now, where's my next sale coming from? It's from one of these people. But if you don't have a funnel, you don't have that proper answer. Where's my next sale coming from? Jesse Dobeck, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Eric Levere, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. You stud, you. Love you, bro. Love you too, Eric. Damien, always being rolling into something that moves them forward and pays you money monthly. Absolutely. And actually, Damien came up with a great point there, the continuity, right? How can you create a continuity program that recurs on a monthly basis? Because listen, it's going to take the same amount of time, energy, effort to get the sale for a one-time purchase as it would to get a sale for a recurring purchase. How and where are you putting effort forward to create those irresistible offers telling your story, sharing your results, selling your system, sharing your unique personality, experience, and perspective. And there can be one-time sales in a funnel, but the real glory in the game is creating that recurring income where people want more and more and more. So I work with Ben Settle, for instance, has a great recurring monthly newsletter that comes in the mail. It's not this thick, but it's pretty thick. It's a cool monthly newsletter that comes through, and he's built up an amazing business over the years through a recurring membership to his newsletter. And many other amazing friends that are here have recurring offers as well. So ask yourself, where's my next sale coming from, and how can I create it to be a more irresistible offer, and how and where can I create a recurring offer? So something to consider. So thank you, Jodine, for posing that statement here that I dived a little bit deeper into. Let's see here. Some more stuff. What else we got? We got Paul. Paul asks, Paul is from Atlanta, Georgia. And he asks a few questions here. Okay. Yeah, Paul's finding ways to generate income that actually produces recurring revenue, which is exactly what we're talking about, right? So it's thinking about, with your unique personality, experience, and perspective, how can you tell your story, share your results, and sell your system in creating a irresistible offer for people that can benefit from your unique personality, experience, and perspective? In my opinion, right? And of course, there's other things. There's products, there's services that are outside of that, but that's where I tend to shine and tend to work with people that shine in that area. Let's see what else we got here. Jitesh, London. Jitesh from London. Let's see. Jitesh didn't have much to say. All right, Jitesh, you don't have much to say. That's all good. Rude from the Netherlands. All right, Germany, Netherlands. Rude. R-U-U-D. Rude. All right, that's cool. One of my things that I teach is make today great, right? What are you doing to make progress? It reminds me of a quote from Earl Nightingale. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. If you know where you are and where you're going, as long as you're taking that next step, you are a success. But it boils back to, do you know where you are and do you know where you're going? With that clarity, you can be a success, because just like an Uber, then you know where are you and where are you going. Similarly, in business, in life, where am I in my health? Where am I going in my health? Where am I in my key relationships? Where am I going in those key relationships individually? Where am I in my financial situation? Where am I going in that financial situation? And as long as you're taking one step after the next with consistency, you are a success. So that's making today great, right? As long as you're taking steps consistently with that clarity, you are in and on the right path. And hey, listen, Rude he's talking about something that's hitting a significant point. I lost faith in working together with people. Business partnerships falling apart. And from that, lost everything. You need to start up again from scratch. Rude, you're not alone, my friend. Like, you're not alone. Look, in this journey, it definitely, you can go fast by yourself, but you can go further with other people. I'm talking too much. My light went out. I gotta light this. I talk too much. I gotta light this up real quick. So you can go fast by yourself, but you go further with other people. And guess what? Newsflash. Other people will let you down. This is how it works. You want to work with people that are dependable, reliable, and trustworthy? and obviously good at what they do. But there's going to be disappointment. Why? Because we're human. They're human. You have to expect that. Like I said, you got to expect chaos. You got to expect plans not going to plan. Life happens. People are, you, me, and everyone else is either just coming out of some big life stuff. They're in some big life stuff now, or there's life stuff coming around. And guess what? When you're working with other people, they too are human. And they too are going to be just coming out of some stuff, are in some stuff now, and or stuff is right around the corner, period. So you have to have, well, first of all, I like to check my words. You don't have to do jack squat. I would have you consider that you want to work with people that have a good heart. You want to work with people who are dependable, reliable, trustworthy. You want to work with people who are honest. You want to work with people who are upfront and are willing to share their challenges, like, and not in a weak way, but in a way that just like, listen, we're human. We're in this journey together. Like, I don't want surprises. I don't want you to be surprised. I don't want to be surprised. Like, be upfront. Be honest. Where are you? Right? And when you're able to do that, it doesn't eliminate the possibility and reality that some people are going to screw you over. I've got many knives in my back over the journey. Shit didn't go the way that I thought it would go. Promises weren't kept. Disappointment occurred. I suffered. You suffered. They've suffered. Right? That's part of this journey. So I would have you just trust your discernment. Like, listen, if it feels too good to be true, it may be. Do a little bit of diving and research and looking into. But clarity is really where it really boils back to. George Washburn, a friend from a long time ago, man. So good to see you. Semper Fi, Marine. Dorothy Carney, another friend from a long time ago. Ron Douglas in the house. Hey, listen, Ron is the OG. And listen, I'm not gonna swell his head up pretty big, but Ron came from, well, if you don't know his story, I'm not gonna share the whole story, but came from not just humble beginnings, but I mean, his father died before he was born. Like, and I'm not like, listen, I told you, I was born to teenagers, raised around 4 divorces and 6 marriages, and it wasn't a fun upbringing, but I did have my dad for a while. Ron didn't have his dad at all. I won't get into the details, but it wasn't a simple journey, but Ron had that perseverance, that determination, that dedication, that commitment at a level that very few ever embrace. And he stepped up to be the best version of himself that he could be. And I'm just honored to work with him over the years. Met him in 2005. And to see him be that New York Times bestselling author of America's Most Wanted Recipes, that's one of his many different chapters. But then he took his knowledge. Remember, I told you, tell your story, share your results, sell your system. Embrace your your personality, your experience, and your perspective. He went into the corporate arena, into Wall Street, and became very financial literate. And he took that Wall Street experience, gained some success from the books, invested in real estate. He built up an amazing real estate portfolio, and super proud of his journey, right? And he's a great friend. And I'm just sharing, like, this dude, I've said it from stage, and it's no joke. Like, when I grow up, I want to be more like Ron. Like, the dude has put the proper steps into place to provide massive value to different niches. Yes, the book was one aspect, but that's not pigeonholing him into that. He also provided massive value to the internet marketing community, and now I'm proud to be working with him and Onyx and Gall with WebinarCon. And I'll tell you this, like, listen, there's a quote that says, you will be the average of the 5 people you associate with, you spend the most time with. And when I first heard that quote, I hated it because I looked around and like, you're going to be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I looked around my friend group at the time, like, I'm screwed. Like, I'm screwed because my group is not healthy, is not in great relationships, and is not financially on that path, right? And then now I look back and I'm very thankful for that, because when you do embrace that and you step back and say, listen, if it's true, and I'm going to be the average of the 5 people I spend the most time with, who am I spending the most time with? Are they healthy? Do they have healthy relationships, personally and professionally? And do they have the financial situation that I want to be experiencing for myself? And, in this world, like I said, you can't have it's never rainbows and sunshines and health is at a perfect 10 and relationships at a perfect 10 and finances at a perfect 10. There's always stuff. I gotta puff this before it goes out again. But when you come across people like Ron, the dude, super healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, super amazing relationships, personally and professionally, and socially, and financial situation, off the charts, amazing, right? So assess, who are you spending the most time with? And recognize that if you felt like I did years ago when I first heard that, like, holy shit, I'm screwed. If that's true, I need to reassess. Who am I spending the most time with? And start spending time with people that are amazing. And watch how your life becomes amazing. Health, relationships, finance, all that. And no one's going to have it perfect. What's the other quote? Be careful meeting your guru. Because when you meet the guru, chances are pretty strong you will be disappointed. Speaking from experience, not everybody walks the talk, right? Make sure you're hanging around people that walk the talk. They are who they say they are. Ron's one of those people, as is Matt Gill, as is many of the people here. I'm looking at the comments here. This is an amazing group, and I'm honored and privileged to have you all here. So just something to consider. Who are you spending the most time with? Start surrounding yourself with more amazing people. And guess what? If you're at that stage, like, I need to level up, meet Ron and myself at WebinarCon. Go to webinarcon.com. Check it out. We're going to meet for the 5th annual WebinarCon in Orlando, November 11th to 13th. Webinarcon.com. And I'm telling you, this is the elite marketers who are not just amazing marketers, but not all, but most are superior, amazing men and women living their life on their terms, living fully and unapologetically, and creating massive value for their particular niche. That's what you want. Bring one of those stogies for me to Orlando time. We'll catch up. I got the scotch. Yes, sir. Damien, I will go. Actually, I'm heading to Boca tomorrow morning, 7:15 a.m. I leave here from the driveway, go to the airport, go to Boca. But I will be back here for a few weeks before we meet in Orlando. I will get this, the Espinosa Habano. And I'm telling you, it's a good one. This is the first one I've ever smoked of this, and I'm enjoying it immensely. So my contact at the local cigar bar, this is a great recommendation. Jerry, you know what I like, and this is right on point. So I'll bring one for you, Damien. And guess what? Damien and many others are going to be in Orlando at the Ritz-Carlton. If it's time for you to level up, get to Orlando. Trust me. You will be in the room with amazing men and women who are doing incredible things, providing massive value. And guess what? It really circles back to the golden rule of marketing, in my opinion, from one of my mentors who I was fortunate to meet before he passed, Zig Ziglar. And Zig Ziglar said, you can have everything in life you want if you simply help enough others get what they want. What do your people want? How can you share from your personality, your experience, and your experience, and your perspective? How can you tell your story, share your results, and sell your system in a way that gives those people what they want? Where are you excellent? Where do you shine? Where do you step up? How do you separate yourself from the rest? And own it. Own it. Step up and into it. All right. So there's more questions coming. Let's see what we got here. These are questions from tombeal.com/how. So that was a good question. I believe Rude asked that. That was good. Let's see what else here. All right, good stuff there, Rude. All right, now we got other one here with Preston. All right, Preston from Boca. I'll be in Boca. Preston, I'm looking forward to seeing you in Boca this upcoming week. Whoa, here we go. He touches on some good stuff. One of the questions is, what is your ideal vision? I want to work with a team of people. Oh man, this is great. Preston's just another amazing human being. I was fortunate to cross paths with him at Boca. I'm excited to see him again. But he touches on a good point here, like building a team of people who are passionate about helping and serving that particular niche. So key. And that goes right back to that Ziglar quote. You can have everything in life you want if you simply help enough others get what they want. So, and team. Together, everyone accomplishes more. Everyone achieves more. Together, everyone achieves more. TEAM. Together, everyone achieves more. Build that team. Build that amazing team that's dedicated and committed to helping those particular people. All right. He goes into a whole bunch of other stuff here. I think looking at it briefly, it is really summarized by that Zig Ziglar quote. You can have everything in life you want if you simply help enough others get what they want. Preston, I'm excited to see you again in Boca soon. All right, very cool. And he touches on the power of routine. Yes, consistent. He touches on a couple words. Consistent, routine, consistency. I learned this from one of my first paid mentors, Mike Littman. You're either consistent or non-existent. Man, consistency is so key. Be consistent. And this goes back to like all of my successful friends. Many are here. They are consistently putting out massive value to their particular niche. They're emailing their list on a daily basis, their list of subscribers. And it sounds simple, but it's not as simple as it sounds. Right? You have to step up and be consistent. And I'll raise my hand. I'm not the most consistent. I am good at spurts, not the greatest at consistency. And I think it kind of relates back to my childhood of going to 9 different schools by 8th grade. I mean, quick little story. As a young 3rd grader, I finally recognized, like, wow, as soon as I remember everyone's name, we moved to another school. So I said, I'm not going to remember anyone's name anymore. And I made that decision as a young 3rd grader because at the time that made sense. Wait, I realized as soon as I remember everyone's name in my class, we moved to a different school. I don't want to move to another school. I'm just going to stop remembering names, right? How many decisions did you make as a child that aren't serving you as an adult? Something to consider. All right, I'm going to puff on this for a little bit before it goes out. The ash fell. All right, more questions. Let's see what else we got. So that was a good one. Now we got Kawana. My faith in God and the purpose God gave me. Yes. Listen, that's a perfect segue into health. Health isn't just the reflection in the mirror, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's not just the reflection I'm seeing in this video, the reflection in the mirror. Health is mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health. All of them. Build the foundation of who and where you will go, from where you are to where you want to be. So it takes discovery. It takes seeking answers. It takes, and it's all in my opinion, it takes a commitment to say, I'm not just going to get healthy physically. I'm going to get healthy mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Search, seek, and you shall find. So Kawana mentions a beautiful statement about her faith in God. What's your faith? Who do you have faith in? What do you have faith in? There's no right or wrong, in my opinion. It's like, what brings you that grounding factor of faith to know that all the things that we talked about are true. And one step at a time, you can get from where you are to where you want to be. Okay, she mentioned some other good things, which also boils down to knowing where you are and where you're going. Building your systems, fine-tuning your presentations, closing, your funnels, absolutely, right? How can you create those irresistible offers to give value, to go into that statement? You can have everything in life you want. You're simply helping enough others get what they want. So good stuff. Tawana, good stuff. Igor. Igor. I love Igor. All right. He's actually talking specifically about webinars, providing value. Okay. I like it. Igor is amazing. A lot of the stuff we talked about is exactly what he was talking about. Tristan from Ohio. Tristan's got some good questions. What we got here? Okay, wants to make an impact in his own unique way. And that's exactly what we talked about. Own your personality, experience, and perspective. Own your kick-assness. You kick ass in your own unique way. Are there other people that do what you do? Absolutely. But no one has your unique personality, experience, and perspective. You can tell your story, share your results, and sell your system, stepping up and owning who you are and providing that value in your unique way. So what else we got? Capital. Capital is key. Okay, so capital. Here's a good statement. Resourcefulness always beats resources. How resourceful can you be? Joel Kelman, what's up, brother? Good to see you. How can you be more resourceful? Resources don't always win. People have a lot of resources. They don't have that resourcefulness. They don't have that dedication. They don't have that commitment. They don't have that passion. And I would ask you to consider thinking about how resourcefulness beats resources. You can be with that unique personality, experience, and perspective that you bring to the table. Your unique dedication, your unique commitment to creating massive value to your target audience, and separate yourself from the pack and beat people that have way more resources, but they don't have the dedication, the commitment, the care, the love, the passion that you bring. Resourcefulness always beats resources. Okay, getting in front of the right people, right room. Yes, well, the right room, right people is coming up at WebinarCon. Go to webinarcon.com, and I look forward to seeing you there. F.A., what's up, F.A.? Good to see you. F.A. is a superstar. She's incredible. So on the Marketers Cruise, another thing that I do with Mike Fulsame, I'll be spending time with Mike. I'll be staying at his place for this next week. I leave here St. Thomas. I leave here tomorrow morning. I get in Boca by early afternoon. And I'm going to be staying with Mike. And with Mike and myself, we produced the Marketers Cruise since January 2007. FA was on there, and she is absolutely incredible. So she's amazing, from Ireland, and a superstar, to say the least. Matthew goes on with some questions. All right, Matthew. I'm answering questions here, printouts that I made from tombeal.com/how. All right, okay. My love for them, as well as myself and God. Okay, yep, yep. And that goes back to Matthew from South Carolina. You can have everything in life you want. You can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. Right? I'm gonna smoke this before it goes out. I talk too much. If I don't puff it, it goes out. All right. What else? Saboteur, yes. Internal saboteur. So, Matthew, great question. Listen, I told you, I was born to teenagers, raised around 4 divorces and 6 marriages, went to 9 different schools by 8th grade. I had a lot of internal saboteurs that didn't allow me to step into owning my greatness, owning my unique personality, experience, and perspective, owning my journey, and owning my commitment, my dedication, my clarity on helping people. And that sabotaged a lot of years because I didn't feel worthy enough. And there's an old statement. It's an old funny Saturday Night Live skit back in the 80s for those that are old enough to remember. And there's a statement that says, I am good enough. I am worthy. I am lovable. It took me many years to understand that and integrate that into my life. I am good enough. I am worthy. I am lovable. As are you. Look yourself in the mirror and come to realize that you are good enough. You are worthy. You are lovable. Your unique perspective, experience, and personality is enough. Your journey is enough. You are enough. You are good enough. You are worthy. You are lovable. Own it. Step up. Be that person who contributes value to your community. All right. So, good question, Matthew. Wow. Yeah, you got some big goals, Matthew. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, more. Oh, wow. He says, I love you. I love you too. Right? Listen, why do people hold back on sharing their love for others? Love your community. Love yourself. Love contributing value to your people. Wow. This is some deep stuff. Matthew goes into some depth here. So, Matthew, I appreciate you, and I thank you for that. Dana from LA. Dana from LA. I got a whole stack of printouts here we're going through. Dana didn't state much. That's okay. Finding a way to generate income. Okay. Finding a way to generate income. Let me touch on that. It's circling back to what we talked about many times. You can have everything in life you want if you simply help enough others get what they want. Own your unique personality, experience, and perspective. Tell your story, share your results, and sell your system. If you don't think you have a story, you're not alone. I didn't think I had a story. And there were times when I didn't have a system. What's your system? The Beal experience. Like, what's your unique mechanism, your unique way of helping people get from where they are to where they want to be? Own it. Label it. Make it unique. Don't make it something that people can search for and find answers to. Make it unique to you. Kathy is here. Kathy from Colorado says a lot of good stuff here. Yeah, Kathy hits on some good stuff. So I break down money. I like my Trinity success method: health, relationships, and finances. Health, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health. Relationships, personal, professional, and social. And your finances, your today money, your tomorrow money, and your contribution. Your today money is enough that produces on a recurring basis enough to fulfill your lifestyle, your expenses, and your life, right? And I found you're more creative when you have that covered. And when you have your today money covered, you're able to to step into your creativity to create more irresistible offers, right? When you're not, when you don't have that today money squared away, from my journey, at least, it's been difficult in those moments to produce irresistible offers and step into providing that value to your community. And who is that again? Who is that? This is Kathy. Still working a day job, but looking to launch a new business. Listen, that's the today money. Your day job is your today money. Your today money can fund your tomorrow money projects, your irresistible offers. So never feel that is holding you back. Today money is important. You need that today money to keep your lifestyle afloat and keep your tomorrow money dreams in motion of getting from where you are to where you want to be. So good points, Kathy. We got Susan here. Susan from Tennessee. Susan shares some good stuff, and she actually touches on clarity on how to move forward. And listen, clarity, like, go to quiverofclarity.com. Brian Hansen, what's up, Brian? Good to see you. Quiverofclarity.com. You will gain clarity at a level that very few people ever attain in their lifetime. And that's true. Lack of clarity is the root of all failure. And conversely, with clarity, you can get clear on where you are and where you're looking to go in your health, your relationships, and your finances. And one step and one day at a time, put the proper actions in place with consistency that will get you healthier, more fulfilling relationships, and more fulfilling financial situations. So there we have it. And then we also got Lisa. Lisa, oh yeah, so I think we covered. I think I've circled back through the entire packet here. I think we've answered all the questions. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I answered the questions from tombeal.com/how. Feel free to go to tombeal.com/how. I don't check it on a daily basis, but I do on occasion jump in there and enjoy providing my insights. Am I perfect? Far from it. Am I a continual learner? Absolutely. And I would have you consider, how can I be continually seeking to level up? What am I doing to improve my health, my relationships, and my finances each and every day? It doesn't take monumental, life-changing things. But with consistency and with clarity, one step and one day at a time, you'll be amazed at how far you can go to improve your health, your relationships, and your finances. It boils back to that clarity. Go to quiverofclarity.com. Watch that powerful training. And there's a quote from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn was the teacher of Tony Robbins. I was fortunate to meet him before he passed away, actually the day before my dad did. My dad died December 5th, 2009. It's either 5th or 6th. Jim died either the 5th or the 4th. He died the day before my dad died. And Jim was like a father to me through his trainings. I actually told him that when I met him. And I thanked him. I said, you don't know me. I said the same thing to Zig Ziglar, by the way. Like, listen, you were a huge impact on my life. I thank you for your contribution, for stepping up and sharing your personality, your experience, your perspective, for creating irresistible offers, for providing massive value, because it positively and massively impacted my life. And my hope would be that you would want to do the same. Continually level yourself up. Where you are right now, on a scale of 0 to 5, how would you rate yourself in your health? 0 to 5. Your key relationships, each of them individually, how would you rate them on a scale of 0 to 5? In your financial situation, how would you rate it on a scale of 0 to 5? And this isn't a judgmental thing. The key is, with that clarity, you can now begin to make improvements, if you so desire. Something to consider. All right, I haven't packed yet. It's 11 o'clock. I got to leave in 8 hours. I leave for Fort Lauderdale. I'll be staying in Boca Raton for a week. I'll leave this Wednesday. I'll come back on Wednesday. But I felt called to share this live stream, enjoying the cigar on my deck this evening. But I do have to pack. It's going to be simple. I'm bringing one backpack. It's a larger backpack that I've learned to travel lightly. The things you own you. So moving down here 16 months ago, May of last year, came down here with a couple bags, and it was very relieving. Now I'm going back. I'm gonna go try to minimize my little storage unit. I have a storage unit in Boca Raton. I'm gonna go try to get rid of a lot of books. I have I had an amazing library. I was proud of the library I built, but in today's age, not everybody loves physical books. So I have a lot of banana boxes full of amazing books. So I'm going to distribute those to some people in South Florida and enjoy my time in Boca Raton, Florida. I'll be staying with Mike Filsain, my longtime friend, amazing mentor, and we'll actually be doing some time in the studio. We'll be recording some videos, some cool things coming up. But Jim Bunker, I see you. Amazing knowledge you dropped here tonight, Tom. Thank you. Yeah, my pleasure, Jim. Thanks for tuning in. And my hope is this inspires you each to step it up a little bit. And I'm telling myself this, to step it up. It's time for me to complete some books that I've had in action that I've yet to complete. It's time to get that done. Provide value and test out that theory of you can have everything in life you want. You simply help enough others get what they want. From one of my amazing mentors I was fortunate to meet before he passed, Zig Ziglar. And I want to encourage you to step up. What if now is your time? I feel just warmed up. I was a late bloomer. I wrestled 119 my senior year in high school. I wrestled 91 my freshman year of high school, 91 my sophomore year of high school, 105 my junior year of high school, and 119 my senior year of high school. When in the Marine Corps, I was fortunate enough to go to Quantico to wrestle for the All-Marine wrestling team for a short while at 149.5. Now I'm about 165, maybe close to 170. I'm a little chubbier than normal. But I was a late bloomer. I turned 52 on the 22nd of this month, this Sunday. I feel I'm just warmed up. It's my time to step up, share these insights, provide some value. And in doing so, create some irresistible offers. Make an impact. What about you? What if now is your time? Something to consider. That's up to you. Jim Bunker, 100%. Step it up. Let's do it, brother. Let's do it. It's time to step up. My mother passed away at 52 years old, 2007. My dad passed away at 56 years old, 2009. I feel I'm just getting warmed up. I hope I have many, many more decades, but there's no guarantee of tomorrow. Time for me to step up. What if it's time for you to step up too? All right, I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I'll talk with you soon. Until next time, make today great. Bye for now. Oh, go to tombeal.com. Lots of value there. TOMBEAL.com. Lots of value there. Much appreciated. Talk with you soon. Bye for now.